Alright, Darkest Dungeon, we haven't played in a while. I do have, there's a new DLC that came out for it in June. I have that, so I don't know what that's going to mean for the playthrough today. The main reason you go for canes, we were talking about canes, this is a sub-block day, is the sauce.
Oh, you're right. Yes, the sauce. I forgot about the sauce. I can't believe I forgot about it. I mean, I felt like it just went without mentioning.
The cane sauce is, I can send out the recipe if anyone's interested in trying it, whether you're in the US or not. Mayo, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, black pepper, garlic powder,
the cost of this
MSG.
crusade.
Very good.
Its noble end affords you broad tolerance in your choice of means.
I love the narrator, man. This game is really well done. District currencies. Most district buildings require blueprints and their heirlooms to build. To gain access to all district buildings, you must purchase Crimson Court and Color of Madness. Okay, so we have had these available for a while, but I feel like most of these are like endgame upgrades, so I'm not going to be able to afford any of those for the foreseeable future. The new Madness DLC, I'm actually not sure how or if we're going to run into it at all. We might. We'll see. Let's just start with a simple dungeon here. The cane sauce. I'll post the full recipe in Discord later. The comet's impact was felt here in the hamlet. Great impact toppled gravestones and kicked up a cloud of dust that covered the entire region. When it finally settled, an eerie miasma was seen to spread from the mill. Venture to the miller's farm to see what has been done. Oh, is it a new zone? Oh, cool. And it's short apprentice. I love both of those things. Okay. So that means we have to send low-level people. Oh, I like the new UI. We've been playing Darkest Dungeon. This has been Kevin's subblock game for like almost 3 years now.
Nice.
So if you watch through the VODs, you'll see as the game gets more and more patches and upgrades and things to it. Alright, so we're gonna take Puzzled Kiwi.
Puzzle Kiwi.
Hat Girl. Mustache Girl is in. She's having a bad time lately. I think I'm gonna do this. It should be fine. These are all viewers named all these characters. The Spoony Bard, of course. He should be fine in that row. I think he prefers to be in the first section, right? What's Puzzled Kiwi? I guess she can't use Iron Swan if she's not in front. What can he not use? Purge? Alright, let me go to get them slightly different skills before I take them out. 1 second. Is Farmstead the new Brostead? Hickstead? Alright, I wanted to replace one of Morty's skills. Morty, come on. Come on, Morty. There we go. How about...
Morty's killing Mortys.
Solemnity. And then let's get rid of the thing that he requires.
He did not finish Bayonetta. He got to the second form of the final boss and then called it.
Yeah,
and so next time he'll beat it, I assume.
Oh, we've got a bit more time.
Oh, I thought that was the final boss. I'm sorry, the god of chaos.
Everything in Bayonetta is the final boss.
It seemed like the final boss.
We still have quite a bit more to go on the how long to beat, so I think we've got more stuff to do. Ben, please don't be a jerk. Alright, I have to bring some blood because Numbnuts over here has the blood curse. I have to bring a couple of
Is his name actually Numbnuts?
Morty.
Damn it. Can we name one Numbnuts?
Yeah, next time I recruit somebody.
Can we name one What's his nuts?
Oh, I'm not allowed to bring torches here?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, that's weird.
Do you have anyone that can see in the dark? Like a cat. Is there a cat person? You should bring them.
I love you, Andrea. Shard does. Used to tap an otherworldly power, but beware its other effects. Can't be used while virtuous. I don't know what that means. We're gonna give it a try. Hat Girl, Spoony, Morty, and Puzzled Kiwi is our party.
Blight had struck the harvest again that year, and the miller was desperate.
Hi, Ben.
He came to me, hat clutched tightly in filthy fingers, stinking of sweat and manure. Seated comfortably in my observatory, surrounded by telescopes and other delicate apparatus, I recognized his misfortune as an opportunity, and I agreed to lend him my expertise.
I love the narrator, man.
Hi, Ben.
Come on.
It's not Marty, that's Ben.
Come on.
No, Cammy, that's Ben.
Come on. You.
Close enough.
Cat. Meow.
Oh, I don't get a map in here either? That's weird. Farmstead's miasma. Healing reduced, stress increased.
I'm Marty.
Onward. Okay. So this place is laid out pretty differently, it looks like. Interesting. Stir the rabble. Oh, yikes. Okay, we gotta kill that guy. Iron Swan, it's the guy in the back.
So, work,
terrorists.
I'm going to Vietnam for a conference, and work had to book my flight, which is $3,100.
Ugh.
This is why he's not coming with me. And part of it, I get in at 10 p.m. and then I leave at 5:45 a.m. So I had to do an overnight at an airport. And I was talking with my admin, they're like, are you gonna get a hotel for just like staying a few hours in the airport? I'm like, well, okay, that's not a few hours, that's overnight.
Yeah. Right.
And yes, but then I looked up, that airport has sleep pods. And for a mere $40, you could sleep in a little pod.
For a mere.
Yeah, so I did that. I booked my sleep
That's
pod.
cheaper than a $120 hotel.
Right? Also, then I don't have to leave the airport.
This motherfucker turned down a buff because it would be not as good as the purity of his blood craving. Game is rude. Oh wow, I'll take that though. Monster waves and respawn.
Sleep pod high.
Replaced by waves of despicable
I know, right? More American airports. I think so. You can get these minute suites in some airports. Dallas has it, and I've done that, and I really liked it. You can just like hang out on a couch and watch TV. I just went and watched Criminal Minds for a couple hours during my layover.
So I have to kill dudes for as long as I can. I can retreat without penalty. That's pretty cool, actually. So that's why it doesn't have a dungeon. All Farmstead quests have a kill meter, the measure of your might and ambition. Fill up by defeating monsters. When your tele hits certain thresholds, you receive a reward of crystal shards.
See, that's the other thing about the sleep pods is apparently they're outside of security, so that would work loot effects, where you don't even need a plane ticket to use them.
Eradicated.
Alright, dude, you're not having a great day.
Dude, we totally did not realize that the Singapore airport has sleep pods, kind-ish. What were they called? Slumberettes. They were called slumberettes.
Something like that, yeah.
So, like, our first layover was 13 hours. It was overnight. And we just hung out all night. I slept on a bench because I can sleep on benches. He didn't sleep at all. And then we get to Nepal at like 9 in the morning. And so we just like, let's just stay up. It's going to be great. And oh my God, by 6, we were, especially him, we were donezo.
Yeah. That was my first international travel experience.
Yeah, it's like, Dylan, we're gonna go on an international trip to Kathmandu. Where you have to be careful when you take a shower to not drink the water because it has hepatitis E. Which whenever I tell people that, they're like, there's such a thing as hepatitis E? And I was like, yep, it's in Kathmandu. Look it up.
I love you, Andrea.
Right? It was E, right?
Yes.
Okay. But Kathmandu was awesome, right, Dylan? You'd never seen anything like that.
I haven't, no.
There was no air conditioning, so he didn't like that.
Not so much, no.
But we were staying right next to a monastery, so we'd like wake up every day to monks chanting. That was super cool. I don't know if there's a hepatitis D. They didn't have that in Nepal, so I don't know about it.
This is a really cool DLC. I like what they're doing with it. It seems like it's really intended for an in-game player. So after I kill this group, I think I'm going to retreat so that Spoonie the Bard does not die, because he's pretty close to dying here.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Death's Door, shit.
Oh no, that guy's blinking red. That's not good. Or is that his blood disease?
No, it's because he's at 0 health.
Oh.
So next time he takes damage. Ben, Jesus Christ, Ben. Okay.
He's so destructive.
I gotta run before his turn comes up again, otherwise the chance of him dying is too high.
Well, I mean, is it that bad if he dies?
He's a low enough level that not really, but if you lose a
dodge.
character, they're dead forever, which is kind of a bummer.
And that's Morty?
Escape empty-handed, yeah. No, that's Spoony, the bard.
Failure tests the metal.
Yeah, my healer wasn't available.
Brain and body.
I had to get a skeleton. That's not a lot.
Oh, also, when we were in Nepal, we walked to this monastery outside of Kathmandu, and on the way we stopped in this like little one-room like snack shop, and Dylan got the best like chili sauce he's ever had, right?
Yeah, it was really, really good.
And he bought some off the lady. She was just gonna give it to him, but he insisted that he pay for it.
Where is Mustache Girl?
Because he loved her chili sauce so much.
She's gone somewhere. Is she like on a quest or is she missing somewhere? I know that sometimes happens. Good if it tells you where somebody is if you can't access them. Oh, going to the farmstead doesn't pass time, does it? It's still week 50. Oh no, it did. Huh. It seems to imply that she
You didn't bring a healer?
I didn't have any.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I didn't have any healers because my healer was out of commission, and I'd never done that. It's new DLC content, and characters who are too strong, that are level 3 and higher, can't go to lower level content because they're like, that's too easy for me.
Well, why don't you have a low level healer? Did you kill it?
All of my low level healers have leveled up, and they're now high level healers. So I do have one low level healer.
Well, go recruit a low level healer.
None of the people in the stagecoach are healers right now. Alright, let's go do something else. That's cool, though. I can see that being a neat... Looks like you get some pretty neat stuff for it as well.
Yeah, Cultist is a healer.
A cultist isn't a healer that I'm... okay. We'll do that DLC one more time with an occultist. They're not super safe. What are we naming this guy?
One must know
That's what he looks like.
Ooh, he's got a little skull vial.
Candle. What are we naming him?
Oh, numbnuts, right?
It's gonna be confusing. Numbnuts is my go-to word for a person whose name I forgot.
Oh, mine is what's his nuts.
I could do what's his nuts instead. Okay. We need to upgrade him a little bit if we can. I'm not sure if we can. He already has the heal.
Go, what's his nuts?
Go.
See, I don't think I would really like this game. I get attached.
You'd be sad if you lost a character.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a very reliable healer is part of the problem.
Hey, you haven't seen him in action yet.
No, I mean like his heal spell heals between 0 and 13. So,
yeah.
So there's a chance it could be a really good heal, and there's a chance it could be a waste of a turn. And it has a chance to bleed the person that it is using.
Awesome.
He's like an evil healer, kind of.
Yeah, average is 6.5.
Well, it's less than that because...
You're less than that.
The bleed is potentially 3 points of damage. So it's...
It'll be fine.
Okay. So we shouldn't bring shovels. It doesn't look like they actually do anything. We should bring all the bandages, though, and all the anti-venoms. Don't think I need any of these other things, though. Maybe some blood for the blood guy.
You have a lot of blood. Doing the math.
Okay, I think we're good. He's still bloodlusting. Very good. I suppose that's true.
So he's like the vampire that goes to a butcher's shop and gets pig's blood.
Do we know is the 0 to 16, 0 to 13 an actual just flat roll? It's not weighted in one direction or the other?
Oh, there was this great store in Cincinnati called Jungle Gyms, and they just had like every international thing you could ever want to find. Like when I went to Ireland, oh wait, no, I'm sorry. When I went to India, I got hooked on Limca, this like soda that Coke makes, I think. But it's only sold in like India or Asia, anyway.
And Ireland, apparently.
No, not Ireland. I was confused.
Okay.
They were both eyes. They're stored in the same room of my memory palace.
Okay. Okay, Andrew.
No, I remember I had to go to Jungle Gyms to get my sister something, and I don't remember what it was, but it was something from Ireland. But yeah, Jungle Gyms is cool.
It also has the best bathroom in the world.
Oh yeah, very clean bathrooms.
No, not they're clean. They're like they have like a famous bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Kinda.
Google Jungle Gym's bathroom.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope.
It's like their claim to fame is how awesome. Hey, Hazel, how you doing?
Yeah, Jen is like my best friend, so I'm okay with being called Jen, cause she's awesome.
I'm talking about RT Yellow Zelda.
Huh?
RT Yellow Zelda.
That is also yes. That's not my best friend Jen, but that's also a friend
like,
who's Jen.
You
who
really
is
would
also
call,
awesome.
I know you like her, but
Ah, Jen Prowl.
No, I know who you mean. That's why I was puzzled though. That's cool. Andrew ahead.
Actually, fun story. I was going to the local bar,
Jesus
the local
Christ.
microbrewery, I guess you can call it. And I ran into a girl I haven't seen for 10 years who I also worked at Fermilab with, same as Jen, RT Low Zelda. And I was like, holy shit, it's Christy.
Destroy.
Anyway, if you ever just like run into someone you haven't seen for 10 years, it's weird.
It's a cool effect. I de-stealthed you. Okay.
Anyway, I guess you just moved to town. So, what did he...
I healed for 2.
Hey, not 0!
Well, he took 13 points of damage.
Not 0!
Oh, I love you, Andrea. I need to have a corpse clear for this dungeon, it looks like. Yeah, show up in your town after... Where did you live last time you saw her?
Outside of Chicago. Wait, what did he heal for that time, Dylan? What did he heal for that time?
Healed for 10.
For 10? Wow, that sounds like that was really useful heal.
Oh, 10 plus 2 is 12 divided by 2. That seems that's about 6 per round.
That's
That
pretty
seems like a
good.
pretty
That's,
deal.
you know, averaging is working out. Statistics, you know.
Decimated.
Occam's razor or something.
Occam's razor? What?
Well, the most probable thing is happening. You're getting an average of 6.
That's... No.
Is that not how it works?
Occam's razor is if you're required to make an assumption, make the assumption that requires the fewest additional assumptions.
Oh, my bad. I always thought it was just the most probable thing will happen.
When you have to assume about why something happened, you should assume that it's the most probable thing. I
Ow.
suppose that's technically right. You're not completely crazy.
Nice crit.
Thank you.
I wasn't... He's the one who did the crit, not you. The guy with the sword critted.
Fuck you. Oh, he just healed for
Oh,
11.
heal for 11. That's a pretty good heal.
That's a pretty good heal. It is, actually. God damn it.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
This is a cool theme for a dungeon.
What's the theme? I haven't been paying attention.
Instead of it being a dungeon, it's just waves and waves of enemies, and I'm trying to fill this bar by surviving for a really long time without getting an
I'm willing to
combat
send
rest.
wave after wave of men.
I just healed for 7.
7's pretty good, man. You were going above average. The next
I had
heals
that
are
one
gonna be
shitty
shit.
one at the beginning.
Another abomination.
Wow, you
cleansed
killed the
from
fuck
all
out of that crystal.
Thanks, Andrea.
Was that crystal was hurting you? Like, was it
Yeah,
too
the
bright?
crystal was hurting me. Yes, it did 13 damage to my occultist.
That's a lot of
To-
damage,
What's his nuts?
man. You need to like. It's a crystal. What did you fall on it? It was pointy.
Oh, Jim. Nice dodge. And now there's a horse. Beware of horse.
You should kill the horse.
Paw the ground. I'm gonna keep healing. Oh my god.
Go. What's his nuts? What did he do?
Healed for 9.
Hey! Yay! Go what's his nuts?
He had exactly one shitty heal when he first came out, and I have no excuse after that.
What's his nuts? What's his nuts? What's his nuts?
Behold the power of the blood. You tell him, buddy.
Disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Oh, I really like the leper in this dungeon.
Is that the guy with the sword? Is that
Yeah.
Cloud?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Cloud. Uh-oh.
Oh, more crystals.
So we gotta kill them before they become crystals. It's a reason to kill...
Did the horse make him crystals?
No, it's corpses in this game are a resource. Well, they're almost always a bad thing. When you kill things, it leaves behind a corpse, and then you can't target. It counts as though it's still a creature, so it gets in the way of some of your targeting. And there are skills that clear all corpses, which are apparently really good in this dungeon, it seems like. But I don't have any.
What did he heal for? Oh, he attacked.
Yeah.
Another one falls.
Dun. Another one bites the dust.
Oh, I didn't notice that. You're right.
Dun,
Crystals do heal.
dun. Oh man, he fucking
killed
rocked him to death.
That's
Oh,
a nice way to do that, actually. Does it give him buffs too, or is that something else? Oh god, that sucks really bad.
Go, what's his nuts?
This whole game
Burn
is
him with
built.
your candle.
This whole game is built on like your party order. Like that determines what skills you have.
Yeah, I
Just
remember that.
randomize the party order.
And it was a bad
It
random.
was very, very, very bad.
Because you want the leper up front.
Yeah, and my
And
healers
what's his nuts
now,
in the back.
Yeah, he's not great in the front.
And now you have to waste turns shuffling everyone around.
Exactly. It's brutal.
Yeah, see, I understand what's going on.
You do. It's impressive. Alright. I can't complain about that.
No, he's been
heal.
doing above average.
And he hasn't inflicted bleed on anyone so far.
He has been doing above average. What's his nuts for the win?
Oh. Cannot deny.
Does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Do the guitar thing again. Whittly.
That's only to remove stress, those white icons at the bottom.
My bad.
No, it's okay. If the stress gets high, I'll start using it. But right now I need to knock this guy out from his bad statuses that he's in.
Nice
Okay.
dodge. That was 3 dodges.
Yeah, it was 3 dodges.
Did you see that?
I did.
Man.
Alright, so he needs to move all the way back to the back. That'll help everyone else move forward. Okay, that wasn't so bad.
Oh, more guys spawned.
Wasted 2 characters' turns. Could have been worse. That doesn't do much damage, though.
Nope. Ooh, 7. Across 2.
No, he moves to the back when he does that. Yikes. Okay.
Dick. Pussy. Or scrotum. I have a friend, Jai, Deidriarch. He always, if anyone was like pussy, he's like, come on, scrotum. Pussies can take a pounding.
I love you, Andrea.
Well, that's what Jai used to
That is
say.
what he used to say, yes.
The offensive.
He has a good point.
He does have a good
Scrotums
point.
cannot. Yeah, I like how it's like, you know, you gotta have balls in this industry. It's like, what? Balls suck.
Yeah, you
serious?
just flick them
Nothing
and like.
It's like, you know, you sit there and you make fun of video games for having a boss that has a giant glowing eyeball as their weak point, but like 50% of the human population has the equivalent of that.
Their cursed champion falls.
Andrea command should put an SRB adults only logo in the corner. Yeah.
Be gone.
Ooh, Racketeer. Oh, looks like you're doing all
Should
right.
not have done that thing to move forward.
Horror.
Good. I need to have stress removal items next time.
Does this ever end?
When this meter fills. That's the point of this DLC.
Oh, you have to get all the crystals.
I wish I had a de-stress power, but I do not.
What about your guitar thing?
No, I don't have an item that removes this horror effect. Oh, I guess it's not that much stress per round. Okay, that's reasonable. I thought it was a lot of stress per round, and it's actually not too bad. Okay, so if I wait for them to become crystals and then kill them, I get a heal.
Ooh.
But if I let them survive until I get a chance to... Maybe I can stun him here. 50% stun resist? I'll try it. Oh, bummer. Bummer of bummers.
But you know who's been stepping up? What's his nuts?
That's true. What's his nuts has been on his game lately. I don't want to move forward a square here. Shit. Anyone know why I can't use Harvest or Slice Off right now? I feel like I should be able to. I'm missing something. How many hit points? It has 5 hit points, so I can't.
The horse
blow it
is
up.
cloaked.
Well, he has an AoE, which is why I was confused. His
Nice. Man, your leper is like
kicking ass.
Yeah.
His one sickle attack, this one right here, has worked on him before. Harvest. I don't know. Maybe it only works if it targets more than one enemy. Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't actually know that's how it worked. That's good to know. Gotcha. Roger, Roger.
Oh, that's the next name.
Roger, Roger?
Yes.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
I'll remember, don't worry.
Thank you.
Nice crit.
This is pod racing. Morty's not having a good day all of a sudden.
You should heal him.
I will when I get a chance here. This guy's got a 2 damage bleed. Ah. Awful.
What just happened?
I healed his poison.
Yay!
We did it!
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Yay!
Overconfidence is a slow and insidious.
You know who was the real MVP of that battle? What's his nuts?
What's his nuts?
Healing above average. And not
Sickening
bleeding
satchel.
anyone.
12 comet shards. Huh. I wonder what those do. That's neat though. Oh, and they all got a shitload of XP, and I can't bring Puzzled Kiwi on low-level missions anymore. And going there also doesn't get me any...
Burb.
Alive with the east wind, a torrent of whirling doom.
Oh, are these free shield breakers, basically? If I have space for them? I kind of want one, actually. This what's his nuts related to the D's nuts. I don't really have anyone else to dump. I guess I can get rid of Hat Girl. I already have some shield breakers, though. I need to expand my, my roster size. Can I still do that? Hero barracks. I think that's worth doing.
Word is traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
Kind of see what skills they both have. Adder's Kiss, Pierce, Captivate, Serpent Sway. Or Pierce, Adder's Kiss, Expose, Bypass Stealth, Captivate. Okay. So that's a lady. She's a lady
She's a lady.
She looks like this.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
She's missing an
she's a
arm.
lady.
She doesn't like snakes.
That's fair. Snakes are scary.
Can also recruit a grave robber lady, a man-at-arms, and
Did
a
you name her
houndmaster.
Roger?
Well, you want to save that for a guy?
No.
Okay.
Girls can be named Roger. Hashtag feminism.
Roger like that? Or Roger?
That's better.
Don't be so gendered.
Yeah, Dylan.
Alright, let's take
raw
the
strength
man-at-arms.
of
What
You
do
know,
we
I
name
went
this
to
thing?
school with a girl named
His
Kyle.
eyes hold the secrets
Really?
of 100
Yes.
campaigns.
What are we naming this guy?
Oh, penis.
Really?
Yes.
You don't have anything else?
Nope.
You know, this roster is representative of years of queues in a Twitch chat. All right, hold on. Before I name this guy Penis, look at these. Puzzled Kiwi, Morty, Spoonie, What's His Nuts, Washu, Six, Sanguine Haze, Yukupo, even the dead ones.
In time,
All right, fine. You can name. I mean, if you already named them Ben and Marty.
Marty, Puzzled Kiwi, Opulent Imperial, Propagable,
but they're
Trogdor,
dead.
Leon.
Well, you haven't.
But my
named
point
them-
is, we haven't had a single character named Penis with all the power of a Twitch chat community.
What's wrong with penis? Half the population has them. They're really important.
Are they?
I mean, you know, they're half of the reproduction. Tradition.
Okay.
Yay!
Alright, let me send... Kai Mom needs stress relief very badly. Wait, where is
I'm
she?
sorry, Kai Mom. Hopefully this stream is helping.
Like the character
I
Kai
know,
Mom.
I know,
Okay,
I was
okay,
just-
okay.
I was
making
just
sure.
playing along.
Okay, she wasn't sure. You may have been
Ooh,
legitimately
Elbow's a
puzzled.
good name.
Elbow?
Yeah.
That's not what he said, though.
So, okay,
Elbow's
me
a
and my
good-
friend Jen
Elbow's a good
Prowl,
name.
she taught me about this thing at a party where you would go around and lick people's elbows and see if they, like, can't tell because, like, you don't have any feeling in your elbow. So you just go around licking people's elbows while they were talking.
Have you done that before?
Yes.
Did it work?
Yes. I mean, you can't, like, you know, full on lick. It's more like a...
Do you typically make noise when you lick?
No, because then you would get caught.
Okay, let's play some more video games. I love you, Andrea. You're perfect. Why is Morty at the... Oh, because he's still in my party. Okay.
Why licking? I mean,
Why not
that's a
licking?
good question.
Mustache Girl is back.
Hey, mustache girl!
Oh, but wait, hold on. No, we can still do this. Roger, Penis, and... Oh, I can't bring Ben, though.
Oh, the new names is penis.
All
you know, an
well,
old
Do we bring a Houndmaster or a Grave
classic
Robber?
name.
Houndmaster or Grave Robber?
Houndmaster.
Is it Elbow?
A lawman and his
no, make it
faithful
Stella.
beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
Oh, also the other name was Roger.
Alright. Let's go. I think this guy's best in the front row. She's fine in the second. She actually wants to be front. Does he have anything that he can't do?
I can't
in the
believe you
second?
killed Marty.
He died. It wasn't my fault.
Can't
Well,
believe you
every
killed
death in this
Marty.
game is my fault. That's actually what I really like
You
about it.
said you loved him,
I do love Marty.
but you let
All of
him
my
die.
heart. It wasn't my fault. Okay, hold on. Defeat the
Yeah,
Sunrise
what's his nuts
Prophets.
could have saved Marty. Because he was healing above average.
What? How does the Sonorous Prophet work? What's their deal? Yeah, Marty died. Marty was one of the first characters to die, I think. Why is this janking all? Okay. Want to be able to attack row 4. Man-at-Arms is great. Any particular skills Man-at-Arms should have for it?
Not dying. Is that a skill?
Could
Go
set
penis!
these. Go whitefish. Oh, I have both Man-at-Arms and Houndmaster. Okay. Skill to protect allies.
He's a grower, not a shower. Dylan.
Mostly like Hound's Rush. Oh, Guard Dog as well, maybe? Definitely want...
I totally have 2 more names.
Blackjack. Yeah?
They're not vagina.
Okay, he needs to be in row 2 to use Blackjack, which is the bummer.
So, fun story that just came to me because we were talking about vaginas, which are related to vulvas. We were at this bar, and they had people come up when it was their birthday, and they were like, we're gonna name a body part, and you need to point to it. And they said uvula, and I pointed to my vag, because I thought they said vulva. But they didn't, they said uvula. And it was embarrassing. But everyone in the bar was so happy because they were laughing. And then they sang happy birthday to me. You were there! Don't you remember this?
Have you heard of euphemisms? I love you, Andrea. You're very silly. Alright.
I was drunk.
Yeah? Is that what the problem was?
That's what the problem was.
Okay.
Uvula and vulva are apparently the same room of my memory palace.
You're a pretty complicated memory palace.
I do. It doesn't really make sense.
Alright, I think we're ready to go. Let's do this. Let's go try to fight the Sonorous Prophet. Lots of food. Lots of torches. Nobody has the blood curse, so I shouldn't have to bring any. Famous last words. I could potentially run into a guy that
I mean, does
gives me
it
the
take
blood
up
curse.
space? What happens if you bring it and don't use it?
It takes up space.
Is that like a... What's the 9?
How does shard dust work? I don't feel... What's that? What? Where?
What is that?
Holy water.
Oh. Okay.
Excavations beneath the manor were well underway when a particularly ragged indigent arrived in the hamlet.
Thank you, Retro Rocket.
Filthy, toothless
I didn't think it was
miscreant
that
boasted an
unreasonable.
uncanny
I feel like
knowledge
they
of
did
my
that on
ambitions
purpose.
and prognosticated publicly
The
that
story
left
doesn't bother
unchecked,
me, just your
I would
choice
soon
of
unleash
lack
doom
of
upon the
euphemism
world.
to describe your confusion.
No, it's important that I use the real words because they're so similar.
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
Alright, so the boss is always in the square that is the furthest possible from your starting location, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has to be in this square up here, so we may as well go straight there.
Oh, you have a puppy?
Yeah, it's the Houndmaster.
Puppy, yay!
Stella.
Yay, Stella!
We're about to get the blood curse. These are the blood curse assholes.
Oh.
They're from a DLC. They're not guaranteed to spawn.
Just like pop their little blood butts. I'm sure they bleed out.
Gotta kill this guy because he gives me an invitation
To die?
to go to the Crimson Court, which is what I need. Oh man, he keeps resisting my stun.
Man, he is dodgy.
Yeah, he's a dick. Resisted Blight. Has a good 60% Blight resist.
Nice counter. Was that a counter?
It is, yeah.
Nice counter.
It's a skill I have to equip. Oh shit. He's got the Crimson Curse.
Can he eat the dog?
No. No, unfortunately, he cannot eat the dog. Okay, good. At least we'll get an invite.
Because the dog probably has like 20 vials of blood in it.
I felt it as I said, like, oh yeah, I don't have to bring any blood
Or
with
can
me.
he pet the dog?
Can he pet?
Would that relieve stress? You get to pet the dog?
It would relieve stress for me, yeah. Alright. What does that do? Higher crit chance against the enemy. Okay.
Confidence surges as the enemy.
The Houndmaster's ability that hits all targets actually isn't very good, right? Like it does very little damage. I hit the blight off. That'll be enough to kill it on its next turn, so that's good.
Oh, it got nerfed.
Got nerfed, gotcha. Gotta kill this thing before it gives somebody else the curse.
Cuts on its own.
Does the mosquito give you malaria?
It gives you the Crimson Curse, which is basically malaria. It's very shitty. You don't want to have it.
Nice crit.
Thank you.
It's not a compliment to you. It's a compliment to, what's the name? What's the name? What's the name?
Roger.
Roger. Roger, critting, man.
So, I really like Darkest Dungeon, and I love all of its expansions. I think it's one of the coolest games to explore design space I've ever seen. I think it is overdoing its inventory space.
The way is
like
lit.
it's
The path
tapped
is
that
clear.
out. Every new
We
expansion
require only the strength to follow it.
adds more things that you need to have in your inventory all the time.
Like
Can't you
condoms?
get hepatitis E? How am I surprised? Surprised! Look how full my torch is. Oh, golly. Oh, golly. Meanwhile, Ben's... You see him?
I do. Hi, Benedict.
Put on the cat cam real quick.
Hi, Benedict. Wait, it's not on.
It's on.
But I can see us.
Look up.
Ah.
Someone asked for it the other day.
Ah. Marty. I don't know where Marty is.
Yeah, it's miserable.
Hi, Ben.
Come on.
What's up, Marty? That's Ben.
Come on.
No, Cammy, that's Ben.
Come on. You.
As the fiend falls,
You.
a faint hope blossoms.
Close enough.
I forgot to move trinkets around. Whoops.
He's back, by the way, in the exact same spot.
Ben?
Yep.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the
Ooh, that guy's tall.
He is.
Oh no, your eye patch guy ain't doing so well. You know who you need? What's his nuts? What's his nuts? We cure the shit out of
I
him.
thought you were about to call him an iPad guy. Okay.
Oh, eye patch. He's
Five,
wearing
that's
an
a
eye
pretty
patch.
good heal.
How much?
5.
2? 5? Nah.
You will let yourself be impressed by that?
I mean, it's alright. I mean, is that just what she normally does?
I guess.
Then that's not
Or, that
impressive.
She has a much tighter range, basically.
Are you playing a game that's cute?
Would you call this game cute?
No, I'm asking, will you in the future of this stream?
Yes, it's basically.
Wait, where'd the dog? The dog is cute. Just, you know, putting that out there. Go, puppy!
Yeah, I wonder if I go in and say, what if I say kawaii? Kawaii. Don't ever do that again, Marstead.
Kawaii!
I'm really glad that riposte triggers on miss. Oh my god, Ben. Stop knocking the monitor off the...
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
That's funny. Inordinate insanguination means
Yes,
lots of bleeding.
a lot, yeah.
Okay. I need to rest.
You gotta kill these guys first.
I hate missing in this game. It's awful. Dodge! So close to being at death's door.
Oh, 6!
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Could have been 10.
Oh, they resisted both of it. Shit. It's a 15%
Good
resist
dodge,
chance.
good dodge. Less good dodge.
And he got stunned. Ugh.
Back to the pit.
Is it safer though? I don't know. I feel like the risk of getting a 0 heal when someone really needs a big heal, just with the way this game works, like
Compassion is a rarity.
Oh, perhaps I could try some rolling.
and with the, you know, if you're playing an MMO where you're casting a heal every 2 seconds, I think a build like that can, the average heal can really matter. But here I think the turn-to-turn consistency is almost more important. Yeah, they also have the AoE heal, which is a big deal. Because the AoE heal is a comparable, if not better, healing per turn. So it'll do like 16 up to at this low of a level. I don't really have damage in this party. It's gonna get me in trouble. I can delay for a long time. Ow. Jesus.
A hand's breadth from
Penis
becoming
is at
unwound.
death's door.
God damn it, penis! Well, it looks like you're gonna lose your penis.
More dust.
Hope you're okay
Penis
with
is
that.
dead.
Ashes.
Bye, penis.
More disappointment.
Should probably run away now. I'll finish this dungeon and get whatever's in the chest. Everyone will be all stressed out because we lost.
Give them no quarter.
Penis is at death's door. Oh, I should have checked stun resist. That was okay
As the
though.
light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made
I think I
clear.
want to try to do boss runs with characters that are like level 1 or 2, so they can be a little bit upgraded in their stats. I need to get her with the shield ability too, because it's pretty OP. I'm already missing having it.
What if she dies?
Trifling victory,
Is that Roger Roger?
but a victory nonetheless.
That's Roger Roger.
Yeah, Roger Roger.
Okay, what can I dump here?
Food.
I think that's all I can really justify taking. I'm sorry, team.
Tests the metal of heart.
Wait, you
Linus
fail
died.
if one of them dies?
I shouldn't attempt the boss with only 3 party members. I get pretty wrecked. There's a chance he could have survived. Like every time you take damage when you're at 0 hit points, you do like a saving throw to see if you live. He did not. Penis is no more.
Time, you will know the
Bye,
tragic
penis.
extent of my failings.
Oh, and if we fail, time basically doesn't progress. Is that new? That must be new to the most recent patch. I don't remember that being the case. If you don't finish the level, people don't get out of whatever they were doing. Maybe it was OP to just go into a level and then abandon it immediately or something. It's interesting. Sending Stella to the brothel to help him with his stress relief. Let me think about what else I want to use here. Used for things not quite of this world. Oh, maybe that's the, this thing. Oh, yeah. The mill. Oh, so these use a different form of crystal that I can get later, it looks like. Gem inventory stacking. That seems like a really good thing to buff. Right on. Ha, I wonder where I get that kind of crystal shard. I don't think I can trade it in somewhere. Is that the thing that's at provision, maybe? Hold on, I'm gonna fill my party with randos real quick just to see if I can make this thing work. Hey, thanks for the auto host. RT?
Hey, we were just talking about you. All good things.
Vendor in town selling stuff for crystals, the ones that I have right now. Okay. See if I can find them. It's gonna be one of these tabs.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my
There's
failings.
penis. Relic guy. Oh, maybe it's that little button in the bottom left corner. That's what this is. The Jeweler. Comet's crash has attracted an opportunist who specializes in otherworldly treasure. Turn crystal shards earned at the farmstead. Oh. Huh. What does the crystalline property mean? Does that mean it gets destroyed when the character dies or something?
Why are they cheap? They better be cheap if that's their property.
No, I can only buy them with this one crystal icon. Is it separate from... It takes up a regular trinket slot, I assume? It looks like it would. What was that tooth again? Yeah. Alright, we're at time for Darkest Dungeon. We've got 1 game left today, and it's Super Metroid. Give me a minute to get that set up here.
The original?
Yep.
Wait.
That's correct.